What if I told you that one man spent 27 years in prison, and came out not seeking revenge, but offering forgiveness? A man who went from a tiny village to becoming the president of a nation, and a global symbol of peace. This isn't a movie. This is the real story of Nelson Mandela, the man who changed the world not with war, but with wisdom. Stay with me, because his journey is one of the most powerful in human history, and you won't believe how it all began. Nelson Mandela was a South African anti-apartheid revolutionary, political leader, and philanthropist who became the first black president of South Africa, serving from 1994 to 1999. He is one of the most universally admired figures in modern history for his role in ending apartheid and fostering reconciliation in a deeply divided nation. His full name is Nelson Mandela. His birth name in Xhosa means, pulling the branch of a tree, a euphemism for, troublemaker. He was born on July 18, 1918, in the village of Mvizo, South Africa, and he died on December 5, 2013, in Johannesburg, South Africa. He belonged to the Thembu royal family, part of the Xhosa nation. His father was Gadla Henrimfakaniiswa, a local chief and counselor to the Thembu king. He was a proud man who resisted colonial authority, which influenced Mandela's rebellious spirit. His mother Nosekeni Fanny, one of Gadla's 4 wives. After his father's death when Nelson was about 9 years old, she took him to live at the Great Place at Kunu, the royal palace of the Thembu people. Mandela was the first in his family to go to school. He studied at Heald Town and Fort Hare University, but he was expelled for joining a student protest. Eventually, he moved to Johannesburg, where he got involved in the fight against racial injustice and began studying law. When peaceful protest was met with violence, Mandela's path turned toward resistance. He joined the ANC, African National Congress, and led nonviolent protests, then co-founded the armed wing Umkhonto we Sizwe. Became a wanted man, arrested in 1962, sentenced to life in prison. He spent 27 years in prison, 1962 to 1990, for his anti-apartheid activities, mostly on Robben Island. Mandela endured hard labor, isolation, and heartbreak, but never gave up hope. Nelson Mandela was married 3 times and had 6 children. His first wife, Evelyn Mays, bore him 4 children, 2 sons and 2 daughters who died in infancy, and his second wife, Winnie Madikizela Mandela, had 2 daughters with him, Zenani and Zinzi. In 1998, he married his third wife, Graca Machel, a Mozambican humanitarian and widow of President Samora Machel, and they remained together until his death. Mandela is remembered for his commitment to peace, forgiveness, and justice. He won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993, shared with F. de Klerk, for their work in peacefully ending apartheid. Mandela co-founded South Africa's first black law firm, Mandela and Tambo, offering affordable legal help to black South Africans. Mandela's most famous book is Long Walk to Freedom, in which a deeply personal account of his early life, his fight against apartheid, 27 years in prison, and the road to becoming South Africa's first black president. His other books are Conversations with Myself and Dare Not Linger. The Presidential Year's Mandela Day is an international day of service, held every year on July 18, the birthday of Nelson Mandela. It was officially declared by the United Nations in 2009, and it honors Mandela's legacy by encouraging people to take action and make the world a better place, just as he did. He loved boxing. Mandela was an avid boxer in his youth. He admired the sport not for its violence, but for the discipline and mental focus it required. He was also on a terrorist watch list due to his struggle. Nelson Mandela is known for his powerful words that continue to inspire people around the world. Here are some of his most famous and meaningful quotes. It always seems impossible until it's done. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. I am not a saint, unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying. I have walked that long road to freedom. I have taken a moment here to rest, to steal a view of the glorious vista that surrounds me. But I can only rest for a moment, for with freedom comes responsibilities. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. If Mandela's story inspired you, give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs a little hope today. Don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories from history.